So welcome back to the channel, everyone. Triple M here. Today we're taking a look at two retro gaming systems from AliExpress. Now both of these systems support most of your gaming systems that we grew up and love, guys. Your PSPs, your PlayStations, your Nintendo 64, Dreamcast, which is my favorite. Both products are similar, but they do have their differences as well. So these are a part of AliExpress's summer clearance sale, where you can find deals up to 70% off. So they do have a couple coupons where you save $3 on orders over $20, $6 on orders over $40, and $15 off orders over $100. So I'll link all the details in the description where you can go ahead and check them out. But let's go over the two systems that we're going to be unboxing and testing today. So the first one is going to be the Super Console X Cube retro game console, and this one has over 117,000 games. So there are some different color options available. Some do come with 4 controllers, so if you want some of those package, if you prefer this remote controller over the traditional PlayStation looking remote, you can go ahead and pick it. They also come in different size memory cards. That's where the price difference is, so it ranges from $43 up to $83, and again, it's all dependent on which package you choose. One other thing before we get out of the box is this allows you to add your own games, and it gives you some basic steps, and maybe I'll do a follow-up video on this. So you can download the ROM yourself, put on an SD card, then you can go ahead and play it. And the second gaming system, this one is a little bit more robust. This is the Super Console X Pro, and this one also has over 117,000 games. Once again, you do have your color option. Price on this ranges from $58 to $117. You do have your color options, your package options. Now this also comes with a remote controller, which allows you to watch content on this system, so we'll just leave it at that. But again, you have different packages here, different controller types. Price on this ranges from $58 to $117, and this one is a little bit upgraded than the previous one. So this one has the S905 chip, which has better GPU, CPU, better processing, so it's going to work a little bit better. It's got Emulate and Android system in one, so Emulate system 3.9 pre-installed 50,000 games. Android 7.1 support for YouTube, Google, and others. So again, this box is going to be a little bit more robust, a little bit more flexible, and it does come to remote control. It does support the K-word as well. Now again, both of these are part of the summer clearance sale from AliExpress, up to 70% off, and this ends in about a day, so jump on it if you're interested. So let's go ahead and get it out of the box. So in the box, we're going to have another white box that's going to have the console, some other accessories. We're also going to have some manuals. These are going to be in different languages. We're going to have the instructions for the controller. We're going to have a quick start guide. So all the paperwork is going to be right there in the middle. Now next, we're going to have 2 controllers in the box, and both are going to be the PlayStation style controllers. But as I pointed out, you do have the option to get the Super Nintendo controllers, and you do have the 4 controller bundle. Now these feel pretty light. The joysticks feel pretty standard. You have the select, start mode, and you have your typical X, Y, B, as well as A, and you have R1 and R2 on the back. Now in the back, you're going to have your 2.4 gigahertz dongle. This is going to plug into the system, and this uses 2 AAA batteries as well. Now next box, we're going to have our power source. This is going to be a typical charger, 12-volt output, I believe, and you also get an HDMI cord, standard HDMI length, about 4 feet or so. Now the system itself, this is pretty tiny. As you can see, it does fit in the palm of my hands. This looks like the typical old school Nintendo system, which I love the design. I did play a lot of that. In the front, you're gonna have your 4 USB ports. These are going to be where you plug in your controllers. You're going to have some LEDs as well. On the back, you have your AV. You also have your SD card slot. So this is where the games are actually stored, and there's a sticker on there. You have HDMI out, Ethernet, your power, as well as your power button. And that's basically it for the actual device itself. I got the system all booted up, and you can just kind of see the sheer number of games on the system. Supported systems, you can see we have Game Gear, 497 games. We have the Genesis, Sega 32X. We also have Dreamcast, which I said is one of my favorite. Naomi, which nothing I've played before. A lot of these consoles right here I've never heard of, or before my time. But they also have the Sony PlayStation. For that, they have 700 games. PSP, 25 games. PSP Mini, 113. All games, you can see 117,474 games, which is a ridiculous number, it seems like, but they're there, and let's go ahead and test them out. So I'm sure you guys are wondering how's the game. And so the first game I tried was a Super Crash, and this is a game that I'm not familiar with or wasn't familiar with before this system. And I have to tell you guys, it was fun. I mean, for the most part, I sucked at it because it's basic where you have to move your arms and move the player over a certain area just to get through the wall. But it was fun. I sucked at it, and overall performance was really good in my opinion. So take a look. Also try a racing game. This one I believe is called Lamborghini or something like that, which again I was not familiar with. This one I actually had fun. This was more of my speed. I ended up coming in third place, I believe, but this one was real fun. The control itself does take a little getting used to, but once you figure out where the buttons are, what they do, then it works really well, and it's just like any other gaming system. And of course, my one of my favorite games growing up, this one I was on it 24/7. Matter of fact, the Dreamcast was probably my favorite gaming system just growing up, guys. Played Crazy Taxi a lot when I was in high school. Also played the NFL 2K, I believe, that was on the Dreamcast. And we used to sit down for hours and play these games. But Crazy Taxi, one of the classics. Dreamcast is one of the most slept on gaming systems ever, in my opinion. Just really was ahead of its time, and I'm sad that it had to go away. But was able to play Crazy Taxi again. Once you get used to the buttons on the controller, it really works well. I didn't experience any issues, any lags, any freezes, and this system seemed to handle it very well. Besides that, I did play a little Mortal Kombat. Overall gaming experience was pretty good. Controller was solid again. This is another Dreamcast game. But let's go ahead and unbox the other system and just see if there's any differences. So the overall packaging of the Super Console Pro looks similar to what we saw in the first one. We're gonna have some paperwork here in the box. We're gonna go over what the different ports are, a quick start guide for the controller, as well as some other information. Just like the other system, we have two controllers. In this case, both the same controllers I chose. These are the PlayStation style controllers. They connect the same way, so they did come with the USB dongle that you have to plug into the system. And besides that, it does use two AAA batteries. The system itself was pretty small, just like we saw the other one. This one's more sleek, slender. It does have a smaller form factor. You can see it does have the micro SD slot, two USB ports. On the other side, you have AV, Ethernet, and you also have your HDMI as well as your power button. Also in the box, we have the HDMI, we have the power adapter. We have a USB dongle. This provides an additional 4 USB ports. So if you guys had 4 controllers for this system, you can hook it up via the USB dongle. And it also came with a remote. Remember, we spoke about this one. You can stream directly to this box. It is overall an Android box, so you can go ahead and get some of those streaming applications going. So let's go ahead and get it set up and just see what the experience is. So I got the Super Console Pro all set up, and again, plug and play basically. HDMI in, USB for the controller, and then you can power the system up, and we'll go ahead and load into your games. Again, guys, as far as the different games that's available on the system, we're looking at over 117,000, and I try to say that without laughing, but this is jam-packed full of games. And just like we saw in the other system, it has everything from your Dreamcast to your Super Nintendo to your Sega Genesis, your PSP, your Game Gear, your Game Boy Advance, Game Boy Color. So any retro gaming system that you can think of is going to be included, and you're going to have a lot of games to play with on this system. So a lot of the games are going to be the same, but for this one I wanted to test out GoldenEye, and this is something that I played in the past when it first came out. But just playing this now, especially just on the small box, which houses over 117,000 games, just kind of seems surreal, because when this first came out, this was one of those things that was a game changer as far as first-person shooters. So play GoldenEye on here. It is originally from the PlayStation. Worked well. I was able to go through. Again, once I got used to the controllers, I was able to shoot a little bit better. But again, I sucked at this game. But overall, I think once you start playing this and get used to the controls, you're going to be all set. So again, Again, if you're interested in any one of these systems, I'll go ahead and leave it in the description of this video. Both of them are available for huge discounts for the summer clearance sale on AliExpress, and I'll link the main page to the summer sale as well as individual products in the description of this video. Remember that the discounts are still available: $3 off on orders over $20, $6 off on orders over $40, and $15 off orders over $100. If you guys have any questions about either one of these, drop it in the comments. If you're new to the channel, hit that subscribe button, smash the notification bell. Thank you for watching, and I'll catch you on the next one.